Yeah. Good job.
WNBA, what do I always say? The gift that keeps on giving. And if there's anybody who is welcome to chime in and blast Kathy Engelbert and blast the WNBA or the official.
She's not only entering the golf course, she's breaking through a glass ceiling and entering a whole new realm of sports celebrity. She is by no means alone in this bold action, so don't make any mistakes. She is marching directly into the hallowed grounds of the world's most elite golf event, the extraordinarily coveted LPGA Prom, in the sun-drenched environment of Florida, accompanied by her faithful allies, her sisters-in-arms, Sophie Cunningham and Lexi Hull. What consequences does this power play have? The WNBA is in complete code red, full-blown panic mode, from its highest offices to its most devoted followers. Because this isn't just a light-hearted off-season pastime, fans, commentators, and casual observers are already hailing it as the biggest crossover event in the history of contemporary sports. It's a well-thought-out, strong, and forceful remark. Please share your thoughts in the comments section before we get into the thrilling specifics of this crazy turn of events. If the golf industry is willing to provide Caitlin Clark unending love, true respect, and professional dignity, should she truly quit the WNBA after everything she has gone through? If you are in sympathy with her, smash that like button. Let's dive straight into the shocking tale that is definitely giving WNBA Commissioner Kathy Engelbert sleepless nights as she looks up at the sky and considers the future of her league.
Players that, well, fans have just kind of wanted gone for non-basketball reasons, but obviously this is the tournament Caitlin Clark's playing in, the golf tournament. So as you guys can see, Lexi Hull is in fact a guest caddy at this golf tournament, and Sophie Cunningham.
The moment Caitlin Clark got the phone call that would rock the whole sports world, this whole revolutionary tale began. An official invitation from the LPGA to participate in the Anika Prom, a competition renowned for its distinction and illustrious past. However, nobody, not even her closest confidants, anticipated what she did in the moments that followed that call. She planned rather than just accepting. She grabbed up her phone right away and made two important calls. One to Lexi Hull and the other to Sophie Cunningham. Despite being remarkably straightforward, her message to them had deep significance. Let's go demonstrate to them what true respect feels and looks like.
Leches on the golf course at Anika LPGA Pro-Am. So here it says, two fever teammates to caddy at the Anika Pro-Am, highlighted by Caitlin Clark's return. Caitlin Clark will again tee it up with Nelly Korda, joined this year by fever teammates Lexi Hull and Sophie Cunningham as celebrity caddies. This is an article written by Scott Agnes.
Consider the striking contrast in this situation. In contrast to the WNBA, which seems to have delivered her a never-ending gauntlet of hard fouls, a poisonous concoction of venom on social media, and a long list of disrespectful cheap shots from veterans, the world of golf has given her an open door. While a vociferous contingent of WNBA critics and even some of her peers were deliberately attempting to minimize her accomplishments, it was an invitation not just to play a game but to be unquestionably honored as a generational talent. She was greeted with wide arms and words of support by a pantheon of LPGA great, including Nelly Korda, the renowned Annika Sorenstam, and even the ultimate titan of sports, Tiger Woods. There was a clear consensus among golfers. This young woman has a distinct and captivating quality that goes beyond her chosen sport.
Clark's golf debut, and it is no fault of hers that I got upset. It is the fault of the WNBA because the LPGA just did everything that the WNBA should have been doing this season. They did it all correct in literally one day. So I talked about it in a previous video how this Pro-Am event originally wasn't even going to be televised, but there were so many fans who were emailing the organization saying, how can we watch Caitlin? Can we come to the event? Can you live stream it? All of these things. And it ended up being put on television, and that was great. Fans were really excited about that. There was so much buzz online. She was trending on Twitter, all of the things. And the LPGA was promoting the crap out of this event. And they also did something really smart by pairing her up with their currently #1 golfer in the world. and her name is Nelly Korda. So there are photos of Caitlin and Nelly literally everywhere. And the LPGA was so smart in doing this because they knew that there would be so many eyeballs on Caitlin. So if they put their number one golfer, who is...
Complete commotion broke out as soon as her involvement was formally announced. According to reports, the WNBA's corporate headquarters lighted up like a Christmas tree, phones were ringing non-stop, and there was a tangible sense of utter dread. According to several accounts, a desperate Kathy Angelbert called a meeting with her legal team right away, and insisted that they figure out a way to get Caitlin to change her mind about this important choice. It is said that she offered a firm warning, a covert threat disguised as business legal ease. Your media and league contracts will be directly violated if you join the LPGA. However, Caitlin remained composed despite her advanced age. According to sources, she simply delivered a phrase that will reverberate for years while grinning calmly. "You cannot contractually darken my light."
And this was the perfect opportunity for the WNBA to do, like, have you seen it when an NBA player or a football player, like, goes to an NBA game or goes to wherever?
That's the exact moment when a company dispute turned into a full-fledged nuclear incident. Because all of a sudden, journalists, analysts, and fans began comparing the data and presenting the facts side by side. What they found was not merely startling. The indictment was damning. The possibility of earning money through golf sponsorship. A startling tenfold rise. Her peers' regard for her in the new sport is extremely high. Before she even teed off, the anticipated audience figures were already skyrocketing. Recognizing the golden ticket they had just received, the LPGA was already getting ready to film her entrance and participation with what insiders called unprecedented wall-to-wall coverage.
Cover it. Having Brianna and Carson joining Caitlin at the Anika is an opportunity for Gamebridge to showcase the variety in our sports sponsorship portfolio. In addition, as partners with the Indiana Fever, we look forward to welcoming Caitlin's teammates Sophie and Lexi to Tampa Bay to elevate and shine a spotlight on women's sports. Gamebridge is the presenting sponsor of the event, once again putting a spotlight on women's sports. The annual LPGA tournament features the world's best female golfers competing for a share of $3.25 million purse and proceeds benefiting the Anika Foundation. For Clark, Hall, and Cunningham, it's a chance to strengthen connections across women's sports while continuing.
Then there was the cinematic moment that caused the internet to go utterly crazy. Caitlin was practicing her swing next to world number 1 Nelly Korda in a brief, unguarded video that was leaked from the practice range. In a couple of seconds, that one swing, a symphony of motion, easy grace, and unadulterated physical power, went viral throughout the world. It was immediately nicknamed the shot heard around the sports world by sports pundits. LeBron James, the king of modern basketball, took notice of the moment because it was so important, and he uploaded the video with a straightforward but profound statement. Now, Caitlin is in her own league. This tale was no longer limited to women's sports. It was a widely accepted cultural event. Sophie Cunningham and Lexi Hull were by her side the entire time, a clear indication of their steadfast support. They received treatment akin to that of absolute stars. The LPGA created an atmosphere of celebration rather than rivalry by carefully planning every aspect of the event, from private jet arrivals to the grand entrance. The enthusiastic spectators' applause reverberated throughout the fairways, with several of them chanting, "The WNBA could never."
A whole video of the fans cheering her, signing things, taking photos, their players hanging out with Caitlin, and obviously they're showing their golfers as well. But Caitlin Clark is all over.
What was the reaction from deep within the WNBA's secure headquarters? A deafening, chilly silence. According to people familiar with the matter, Kathy Angelberg called an urgent, high-stakes meeting with the team owners. The impending player crossover dilemma is the main subject. There is actual, palpable terror. What's to stop others from following if Caitlin, Sophie, and Lexi can effectively show that there is a more respectable and profitable career outside the WNBA? For a league that is already fighting for a bigger market share, what is left? Their television ratings have already plummeted, falling a staggering 27% in just one quarter. According to reports, major corporate sponsorships are suspending their agreements and taking a wait-and-see stance. If Caitlin doesn't return for the 2026 season, the WNBA, as we know it, might not even survive, an insider told ESPN in a terrifying prediction from a source deep within the league's gates. However, for Caitlin, this trip is about something much more significant than a championship title or a contract. She is searching for harmony. In an honest moment of introspection, she reportedly told her close group, "Golf gave me back the one thing the WNBA took away from me. Be respectful." Compared to any game-winning buzzer beater she has ever made, that one remark, one particular assertion of freedom, hit harder and with more emotional reality. As of right now, the LPGA has officially announced that pre-sale ticket sales for the Prom have broken records, with the vast majority of fans specifically citing Caitlin Clark as their main, and frequently the only, reason for going. These are not only regional enthusiasts. For the opportunity to see her swing a golf club in person, many believers travel from other states and even foreign nations on pilgrimages. A floodgate has opened in terms of business. Due to her market-shattering power, major international businesses have reportedly lined up with enormous endorsement bids totaling far over $0 million. Additionally, there are rumors circulating that Caitlin, Sophie, and Lexi are already organizing their own large-scale charity event. A special combination of basketball and golf created to help communities all over the world. The WNBA may be about to lose its greatest star, but the sports industry as a whole may have just welcomed a new generation of transcendent icons. This brings us to the billion-dollar question that is currently being discussed in every sports bar, podcast, and group chat. Is Caitlin Clark's time in the WNBA coming to an end? Or is it the start of something much, much larger, a magnificent paradigm shift? Why in the world would she ever decide to return to a familiar battleground when a new kingdom where she is already regarded like a queen awaits her after experiencing the intense love, deep respect, and dazzling billion-dollar spotlight that await her in the world of golf? Please share your most candid, unvarnished opinions below. Should Caitlin Clark establish herself as a permanent fixture in the golf world? Or should the WNBA be given one last opportunity to make amends? And share this video immediately if, like a lot of others, you think that basic respect is more important in league politics than outdated regulations. Because this narrative transformed, not just made headlines.